And we are back after some technical difficulties.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome.
In the background, Micah and I have no idea what we're actually doing, and it just means that we are idiots when it comes to this sort of thing.
Yes.
But I am Oz.
I am Micah.
And this is week 4 of the rundown. We're here to bring you, I would say, pretty much everything you need to know about the week 4 in Brit Ball, and then our own opinions, which you don't need to know, but you're going to get anyway.
I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. With this, come on, guys, let it out. Let's get it out of the way early.
Fake. Oh, okay.
Yeah, fake start to bring in viewers. Adam saying with this sort of level of organization, we work for BAFA. I put my name in the ring, and they said no. They just went no foreigners.
No foreigners.
Yeah.
Well,
I felt hated upon.
No, surely you never feel hated on.
It's
not like everyone doesn't always hate your opinions already. So
yeah, I know, right?
God.
we got you. We got you, Lucia. It was just a prank. We were like, we're gonna go live. No, we're not. We're gonna go live. No, we're not. But no, we are here, and it's looking a little bit dark. Let's get some light. Let's shed some light on Oz.
I don't need light yet.
You don't need light yet?
No, it's still bright. Just blame Oz cats. Huh? That's true.
Yeah, 100%.
That's true. Just blame the cats.
We are actually
live.
We are live. You are here, Flynn. You are here. We're live.
Yeah.
I can blame the cats. They will probably make an appearance at some point in time. It wouldn't be a rundown show without them. So
poor cats getting blamed for nothing. Oh, terrible people. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest, but we make do anyway. So this is week 4. We had some exciting finishes in our week 3.
Yes,
no, not the Cambridgeshire cats, Gary. My cats.
No.
I have my own set.
That's brilliant.
We had a big agenda, like worked out. We had everything, and it's all gone completely out the window.
We had started talking just to find out that we weren't even live. Oh gosh, here we go again.
I was in full flow. I was like, some of the things I said will never ever be repeated. But
very true. But let's see if we can remember those things. Let's see.
Sure.
But so one thing that we can say, we both were on the road again this week.
Yes.
I went to Division 1 game, but Oz went to a Division 2 game. And Oz, how about you tell us a bit about that game, shall we?
Oh, mate, I did. I said I wasn't going to do it. Like I literally said, I was like, nah, I don't need any more D2 football in my life. I've had enough of it. And then I went to a Div 2 game. I went and watched Gateshead. They were hosting Wakefield District Raiders, and it pissed with rain, and it was cold. But there was a fair few people out to watch. So I mean, shout out to the other people in the northeast that were out in the rain and the cold to support the Gateshead Senators. They did end up beating the Raiders by 18 points to 0. It probably should have been 24-0. Like, I'm not going to give them the extra point. I'm not going to give them the 2-point conversion because they didn't look remotely close to getting any of the 2-point conversions they tried. And the extra point was even worse. But they had a touchdown wiped off the board. This is something I mentioned that I was going to look at doing at some point in time, doing like a segment. I haven't figured out. It's got like a working title, and it's something like Just Good Footballers or Oz's Ballers. Oz's Ballers. Oz's Ballers. And essentially, it's like if I see you ball out, I'm going to give you a shout out. And there was one dude from Gateshead.
But then that means if you're doing Oz's Ballers, doesn't that mean you have to go to games? Doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it does. It does. Yeah, I will be going to more games. Unfortunately, I've got to work the next couple of Sundays coming up, so I won't be able to get to. But I will be going to more games throughout the season because I got to make sure that these, especially in the case of Div 2, like these guys are known. They're known legends in their own team. But we got to make sure they're getting the national recognition because we are a nationally televised show. People all over the country love us. So I have got my Oz's Ballers, and for this week, for this week indeed. Number 4. I don't know names.
Kieran. Okay.
And that's what I'm going to talk about. It's 100 number four from the Gateshead Senators. He ran in 3 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure he got all 3 of theirs. He had pulled off the board, which was a real questionable call. Like they called him out. I thought he managed to tiptoe it down the sideline. At least 2 of them came from sort of 50, 60 yards out. And yeah, they were like, the thing is, right, it was rain. It was wet. It was rainy. It was terrible weather. But fuck me, if either of these teams had a quarterback, they'd be dangerous. Like, I think I saw 4, maybe 5 quarterbacks on the field. I know Gates had 3. None of them were better than any other. Like, and there was 3 dudes stood behind the center. I would not call any of them quarterback. The Wakefield was running the fucking wishbone, so they just had 4 dudes in their backfield, and none of them could throw. I think the game had like 4 completed passes the whole time. But this number 4 was fucking rapid. So every time the offense actually moved the chains, they ran stretch right, they ran stretch left. They looked like they were doing like a zone blocking scheme. So he was either making it to the edge first, and then or he found a cutback lane, at least on one of the TDs, where he found a cutback lane between the center of guards, and he was just fucking gone. Yeah. So much faster than everybody else on the field. So number four from Gateshead. Big shout out to that man.
So Thomas Noon asked, is Kieran the receiver who was used on the end around?
So he was 100% a running back. They were running a lot of they were putting their slot receiver in motion, and they were bringing him across in front, and then they were doing a lot of fake handoffs to him, and then they would go outside to the running. He was definitely a running back though.
Okay.
And yeah, he was the only sort of player on the field that deserves any recognition. No offense to anybody else. Like, if there was some O lineman balling, like, I couldn't really give the D line too much credit, because like O line and D line play in Div 2, it's like you just need to be a semi athlete and you're going to do all right. Like in the Prem, you can either be you can't be undersized, and you can't be a poor athlete when it comes to the Prem.
No.
In Div 2, you can be fucking both at the same time. I know, because I saw those players on the field. People that's like a semi-athlete is going to make some plays. So there was guys from both sides of the defense that were making plays, but I couldn't. It was more chalking it up to getting free releases because a backside tackle wasn't doing his job, or one dude slipped in the mud and got his hand swatted. So. There was a lot of sacks. The 4 to 5 QBs that I saw take the field, every single one of them threw like Uncle Rico from fucking Napoleon Dynamite. They were like,
oh no,
all thrown like there was no mechanics whatsoever. It was all like literally like the ball would come to here, and then the release would come from here. It was like shot put. There was everybody was shot putting it. There was no actual like attempt at throwing. Kieran Gallaby is number 4. Absolute fucking baller, that man. He was the reason that I didn't feel like I wasted a trip.
Fair enough.
I thoroughly enjoyed watching him run the ball. Number 94 for Gateshead is like a missile in the backfield, along with number 1 Sean. He's 100%. Yes, he is too good to be playing. 100%. He's at least a Div 1 level baller. Like, he was definitely, because he was faster than everybody. Like, he was beating people to the edge, running through bog. Like, and some of the guys had the angles on him. He was just faster than everybody else on the field.
That's a fair enough statement. I can't really argue with that, kind of. So none at all. So if you had to rate that game out of 5,
oh god, like a 1.5 or a 2. But I would put a lot of that down to weather, because. There was a lot of things that looked like they might have worked if it was dry.
Okay.
And that was for both teams, but it was not really there was a lot of 3 and outs. There was a definite couple of drop picks. Like, one of the dudes on Gateshead, a big old lanky boy playing like what looked like route outside linebacker, Big pink gloves, pink boots, had all the swag, just fucking dropped the pick cold. Literally just I was like, that's why you're playing linebacker. Like you could be a tight end, you could be a slot receiver, big boy going downfield, and you just he could have had 2 fingers on his hands. Like it was just terrible.
Damn. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say.
But I think Gateshead will be very dangerous in dry weather.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So do you want to go through the prediction? Do you want to go through the results of Division 2 first?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. And then you can talk about how your trip to Div 1 was.
Yes.
All right. So we've got to start then. Pink gloves is AJ, who I mentioned. Right. Okay. He was a big old dude. Like, and he made some plays on defense, but fuck me, like it was literally like watching a guy. Like if I wouldn't have, like, he would have made the exact same play if he was amputated from the elbows down.
Damn.
That's he would have made the exact, because he was so much taller than everybody else, so he was up there. Like, but yeah, if you took him from here off, he's making the exact same bet down play.
Well, you can't teach hands.
No,
you can't teach hands. So if you ain't got hands, you ain't got hands.
Even if you're born with them, you can't teach them.
Hands like Jesus.
Actually, okay. Now that I've just seen Sean pop into the comments, this is one other thing that I wanted to mention. Gateshead have quite possibly the worst fucking color uniform. Like
it's the orange and it's yellow and
it's like orange and green, but they've obviously, some of them they've kept for a while. Some of them have been newly purchased. Seeing them stand on the sideline is like a really shit looking Dulux color chart of like orange to brown with just a really atrocious looking. It's such a clash. And I used to think that the ugliest looking uniforms were the DC Presidents. I thought they had fucking atrocious looking uniforms. I am willing to say Gateshead has the worst looking uniforms in 2 defenses, 2 TDs, and 2 games of 4. I mean, you were playing Doncaster. Let's not get too hyped about that. There's something about the Northeast. Like, I don't know whether they've got no ability on how to put together a nice looking team uniform. But fuck me, that's like, they've got a great team.
Wow.
I just do not like the colouring.
Fair enough. And also, the 2 defensive TDs, that was 2 games ago. That wasn't this game. So
and they played Doncaster. They played Doncaster, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It does not count.
God.
Right. Okay. So
Berkshire.
Wow. Yeah, the Berkshire Renegades beat Cornwall as we thought they should.
Yes.
15-0.
Sound like a pretty. The scoreline doesn't say that it was an exciting game.
Mate, I look at this and I go, shouldn't you have beaten them by more?
Yeah, it's sort of a game that, you know, you probably scored early and then you thought, oh, it's gonna be a breeze, and then nothing else happened.
Yeah, it's I really feel like you should be putting more on Cornwall.
So, and also, looking at the score, it looks like it was 2 touchdowns and a miss, and potentially 2 missed PATs, and then a field goal.
Yeah, it's just two tutties and a field goal.
So,
and I mean, what Cornwall played last week? I think they did. They played the Storm, and I think, if I remember rightly, Swindon may have done a number on them.
I believe so.
No, 3-0. So maybe Cornwall's better than we thought. Maybe Cornwall's better than we thought. Maybe, but that's a big reach. Well, I mean, last year's results doesn't mean this year's results. So
that's true.
We can, you know, we will give them the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, you're keeping your games competitive,
and that's what we want to see. So
yeah, for sure.
Uncompetitive games aren't really fun as much unless you're seeing some spectacular catches and stuff like that. Then, yeah, I'll be down for that. But, you know, other than that, yeah.
And I mean, that division, like Berkshire, Swindon, Cornwall, Sussex, it's wide open. Like Berkshire now sits. I think is that the Renegades game? Or is that their second game?
I think that's their second game. Let's have a quick look. No, it was their first game.
It was their first game. So they sit top.
Game.
Yeah, so they sit top 1-0. The Storm have now
2-1, 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 because they lost to Colchester.
Yes.
This week. So we'll jump across to that. And we'll say, so the Colchester game, they beat them 17-9, I believe.
17-9? I saw 16-3, so I'm kind of confused on the scores. Because it's not been updated up on thingy, but on Facebook the graphics is 16-3. So
right, okay, yeah. I think I need to do a refresh of my information. Hang on, this is annoying, man. Like I look at League Republic and it's not properly updated. I look at our website and it's not properly updated. And it's like, come on, guys. We're trying to be professionals here, Micah and I. We're trying to be professional. No, we're not. We're really not.
Not at all. Not yet. Oh, 17-9. It is 17-9. Okay.
That's what I thought.
All right, fair enough. 17-9. So that sounds like it was a better game. But so that obviously got the win.
That's a cross-division game there, though, with the Glads. Because that is...
No, you sure? They're in the same division.
What? Colchester and Swindon?
No, it's Colchester and Ipswich that played this week.
Bro, I'm losing my mind.
It's Gladiators versus the Cardinal. It is Colchester versus Ipswich that played this week. Yeah, so they're in the same. They're both in the same division, but it is Gladiators to take, to be honest. But I'm surprised that the game was as close as the scoreline suggests, as the scoreline says. So
there we go. Colchester beat Ipswich 16-3 this week. Yeah. Glads played Swindon 2 weeks ago. I've just seen and beat them 17-9. 2 weeks ago. Yes. Colchester did beat Ipswich this week because we literally got told last week that Martin was reffing the game because his son plays for Ipswich. And we said, isn't that a conflict of interest?
Guess not.
Yeah, I guess not. Did not call it in their favor, at least anyway.
No, we did not. So we both got 2 games right.
Lovely. We are. We've started off well. We're at 2. Well, we haven't started off well. We are all over the place. Please. I definitely 100%. So this needs to be shown. I am so shooketh right now. Like everything is. We tried to start the stream, it failed. Like when Steve goes on holiday, like we need to make it clear. A bit far south of Oz. Yeah. Well. That's the thing. It's like once I start going south of Yorkshire, I have no idea where anything is anymore. Like as far as I know, the counties have moved.
Oh God,
I guess. But no, we've started well in our predictions. Now, me and you were in lockstep right up until Oxford Portsmouth.
Yeah, let's just not.
So,
look, I was shooting for the moon, and I knew it was going to be a loss anyway, and it just failed miserably.
If you were shooting for the moon, you were the Challenger mission, bro. You exploded upon takeoff.
Yes, unfortunately. Wow. It was a tough one seeing that scoreline show up on the stream. I was like, oh, okay. Back to what I was doing.
Ooh, brother.
That's what I was doing.
I'm not sad that we lost. I'm sad we let Micah down.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, the love for you, Micah. They're so sad that they let you down.
Oh man. Nah, it's okay, but when we get to Division 1, we can talk about that game as it pushes through because it was crazy to see. I will admit. But
okay, we'll jump. So we've jumped across division from the south. We've touched on the SFC2 West. Yep,
West.
We have. We've touched on the SFC2 West because we talked about both
East and West
the
together.
SFC2 West and the SFC2 East. So we'll head up to Div 2 North. Oh
gosh.
And as I mentioned, we had if we head to the NFC2 East, we had the Gateshead Senators taking on the Wakefield District Raiders. That wasn't 18-0. I thought it should have been 24-0, as I mentioned in my little monologue. They did have a TD taken off the board. But that is a correct game that we both selected. We did both have Gateshead to win that.
Yes.
So
and
pat on the back for us there.
I'll take that.
All right, we'll jump across country. We'll go to the NFC East. The Steelers pulled out a tough one.
Yeah. Who picked who?
We both picked the Steelers to win. We both had the Steelers to win, and so Samwell 32, Lancashire 22.
So I got told before the season started that the Samwell Steelers will probably be the little sleeper team in the Division 2 to come back up to Division 1. And well, so far they're doing what they have to do in the right way. And
so they obviously squeaked a 2-point victory against Lee in week 1,
and
we haven't seen the Surge play yet because Surge were due to play last week against the Wolverines. Game was postponed.
Yes.
And then they've come out 10-point victory, nothing to sniff at. It's a good win over the Wolverines there. But I did say when we were talking about this last week, I thought that the Wolverines were a very hot and cold team.
Yes.
So this could literally just be cold. This could be bad Wolverines for all we know. But I don't want to take it away from Samwell. 10-point victory is a good victory. Big victory over a division rival.
And you're going in the right step. You're going in the right direction to coming back up to Division 1, which I'm sure that they want to be. So at the moment they're on sort of a collision course with either Darlington or definitely not Doncaster, Darlington or Gateshead for that sort of promotional spot. So it'll be interesting to see what happens later on as the season moves on. See how
I want to see what Staffordshire looks like. I want to see what the Surge look like.
Yeah. So we'll see if they're playing this week, and we will potentially get a chance to see what they're.
What have we got upcoming? Yeah, we've got Samwell versus Staffordshire. That is on the docket for this coming week. So
there we go. We'll see if the Steelers are the truth or if they're just they were just lucky. Let's find out. But seeing as I was going to
say we're going to jump into Div 1. So why don't you tell everybody about your little foray? Because you've predominantly been a little bit of a Prem snob.
I have been a Prem snob because I have played in the Prem for most of my career. When I played 1 season in Division 1, so it's not something that I would. Lancaster started really well, touchdown on the first drive, then interception straight away, and then to get a field goal turns it. So basically, Samwell sort of had a lot of. Did Samwell score after, or was it sort of?
So it looks like they were up 10-0 in the first 15 minutes, and then they just fell apart as Samwell outscored them 32-12.
Yeah, so
hot start, but you've unfortunately football is a 60-minute game, so you got to put it together for the entire 60 if you're gonna, especially if you're gonna push for promotion.
Yeah. But back to the Division 1. So I'm not a snob. It's just that's the division where I played in most of the time that I played football. So it's not really a snob or a disregard of the other divisions, but it's just where I've been. But I went to a Division 1 game this weekend, and I instantly regretted it. I'm not. If you have seen, obviously I do Micah travels to whatever game I go to. So this week I went to the South game of the London Hornets versus Wembley Stallions, and started off really great. It was 2:30 kickoff. Started off really good for the Stallions. Wow.
Are you okay? Are you having a stroke?
I totally forgot what their name was. It started off well for the Stallions.
Do you smell burnt toast?
Nah, I'm good. So this game itself started off fantastic for the Stallions. Bear in mind, Stallions had about 55 players. Hornets had about 24, 25.
It started off well for Jesus.
I thought you were going to Kent Blitz. Kent didn't play Blitz, and Blitz played.
Blitz played Solent. Did Blitz B play?
No,
I didn't think they did either.
No. I was deciding, but obviously things change, and who knows where I'll let a pair. I could have paired anywhere, so hey, who knows? But 50 players for Stallions, 25 about for the Hornets. Ideally, you'd expect that something was going to happen. That was going to be I'll be done. I'll be home by 5 p.m. I'll be good, and I'll be chilling, eating, going through pictures, and just thinking of anything to do for the rest of the evening.
Doing your editing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not what the outcome was. So bear in mind, they scored on the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Stallion scored on the kickoff, and then it sort of went quiet. After that, they scored again very quickly in the first half. So then it was 13-0.
I was going to say you posted quite early in the chat that it was 13-0 first quarter.
It was 13-0 first quarter. So again, Hornets didn't have the numbers. Stallions were all over them. It looked like the Stallions were going to run away this game 50 plus. That is the God's honest truth. I thought this game was going to be done and dusted by the third quarter, and I would have been home within 30 minutes. Tell me how 24 men were able to stop a full-on squad that had rotation. It was the most frustrating situation. So play-by-play this week on Instagram story was not as fluid as it was for the Cambridge Cats versus Aztecs game, or for the Blitz versus Aztecs game. No, Cambridge game. But
were you because I don't use Instagram. Yeah. So were you literally fucking videoing play after play after play? Oh, right. Okay.
No. To be fair, I was watching the Arsenal Tottenham game as well while I was shooting. I'm gonna be honest. Arsenal will always come. Arsenal will always be there. You know where I'm at. If I can watch the game, I will watch it. But no, I was doing update play by play, just saying what was happening as things went on.
Right. Cool.
But my issue is there's a lot of problems with football IQ for some players in Division 1, apparently.
Well, no shit, mate. It's amateur football.
Yeah, but there's common things that you should know. Okay. It's also down to the coaches as well. Now, the Hornets played with 24 men, and those defensive players balled their hearts out. They were on special teams, they were on kickoff, they were on everything. They did not stop. No good rocking up with 6 O-linemen and have 25 receivers. That is very true. But you should be able to do something, regardless if you have 25, then you have empty set, you do screens, you do all these other random stuff. But yeah, I digress. This game was tight. Somehow this game ended up being tight in the fourth quarter. I couldn't tell you how it happened, because simple mistake. So a punt, third quarter, Hornets punted it back to Stallions, and for some reason their returner decided to grab the ball when it went into the end zone. It didn't touch the end zone, so it was still live. Grabbed it when he went into the end zone and tried to run out, and then got stopped on the 2-yard line. I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was so confused on everything that was going on in that game. That didn't make any sense to me.
You did mention that you kind of took exception with the Stallions offensive coordinator.
What's it? Yes. Playing with the clock. Ideally, if you know that your opponent doesn't have any timeouts and it's 1 minute 34 seconds left in the game, ideally you would just take a knee and end the game, would you not?
If you've got the downs to play with as well, yeah. I'm not gonna take a knee on third and put it into fourth and then have to.
Oh no. They had the downs to kill the clock.
Right. Okay. So a minute and a half. First down, 1st and 10.
What play do you think was happening? They passed the ball. They ran the ball twice, got stopped, but they didn't let the clock die down. They just kept playing. 1 second. Sorry.
That's all right. So yeah, Micah decided to go to Div 1 football. Didn't enjoy himself as much as I did going to Div 2 football, and I didn't even really enjoy myself that much out in the rain. That tells you how much Micah did not enjoy going to the Stallions. The Stallions Hornets game.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I was just perplexed by the decision. So, as an offensive coordinator, you should know the knowledge of, I can kill the game now, I can end the game.
I think there's with that I would say there's probably a lot of rivalry between those sort of teams. It's more sort of like hubris and ego. It's like we should be beating them by more. We got a bigger squad. Like there's those sort of decisions that will factor into it.
Very true. That is true. That is true. But at the same time, the game was 13-0 for most of it. The game ended 13-8. Hornets had the opportunity to actually take the win because look, they gave the ball back to Hornets with about 30 seconds left. What made it what was horrible was I wasn't congratulating. I did not congratulate.
We no. Last week we justified.
I actually didn't congratulate.
We mentioned that we understood why they were doing it to get other people, other players involved.
They had their Aztecs had their backups in. Stallions still had their starters in.
Yeah,
so there's a big flip of the difference.
And the game wasn't in question. It's not poor time management.
And also Aztecs versus Cambridge, that game went down to the time. That game literally went down to like the last 2 minutes because that game was very, very tight. This game was done. This game could have been finished without even having to run an extra play. But Hornets, unfortunately, one of the running backs had a great break into the gap. They had a great hole. One of the Stallions players slipped, and unfortunately, the player got stripped. If he had made it past that slide-in player,
wait. Who had the ball?
Hornets had the ball with 30 seconds left to go.
Right, but the Stallions player slipped.
Yes, the Stallions defensive player slipped in front of him, so he jumped over him. The ball got stripped out of the Hornets player's hand.
That's not unfortunate. That's not unfortunate. That is poor ball security.
Fair enough, that is true. But you know the funny thing that also after that, so there's 30 seconds left. Guess what the OC wanted to do?
Possible.
Yes.
Just kneel it out. Just kneel it out. Let everybody go home.
But,
stop holding people hostage.
But you could see where my frustration started to grow after a time. I was just like, this game could be done right now.
It's all right. It's all right.
But yeah, other than that,
okay.
Had fun.
We both picked the Stallions to win. Sound like they eked out a close victory there.
Yes.
So 13-8, Wembley over the Hornets. The Stallions now move to 1-1. Obviously behind Rushmore. Rushmore sits atop of that division still. I mean, they've beaten the Stallions by 7. Stallions beat the Hornets, and Rushmore beat Portsmouth by 19.
Yes.
So now, for second place in that division, we're looking at a good game between Portsmouth and Wembley, and they play each other
soon, don't they?
No, it's not for a while. Not till about a month from now, 26th of.
Wow.
What month are we in? April? 26th of May, they play each other.
Next month then. Yeah,
end of next month. So still will be a while away.
Wow. That division sounds like it's going to be very interesting to see who gets the second spot.
Mate, all of these Div 1 divisions are just an absolute shit show of not knowing who does what in them.
Yeah.
So we will move from the SFC 1 Central
to the West.
Well, actually, no, we'll stay in the SFC 1 Central because.
Do we have to?
Yeah, unfortunately for Martin, we do. All
right, let's go.
This was the first time that we went out of lockstep with each other, and it went awry for one of us.
Yeah, it only went awry for me. I knew what the right choice was. I was just wishing on a star. Okay, I was wishing on
you were wishing on a star, and they let you down. Portsmouth put up the burger, an absolute burger.
Don't forget about the donut.
Yeah, it was. It was a full course meal. It was burger and donut. So, I mean, that's why. Like, and if anybody's taking exception to the fact that I'm deciding to be a bandwagon fan and rock the jersey after they put up send me your team's jersey. Send me your team's jersey. You put up a burger, I'll rock it on stream. I will bet. I have no issue in getting on here. They deserve the love. They put up 50. Yeah. They shut out their opponent.
Yep. Can't deny that. And
so big shout out to the Portsmouth Dreadnought boys.
Unfortunately, it was on a stream, so I guess the stream was about an hour and 40 minutes, if I'm correct.
I have no idea.
I'm just guessing because obviously running clock probably started.
Yeah. I mean, it was 50-0. So no, big shout out to the Dreadnoughts boys. And then Martin said his counsellor shouldn't talk about the game. So we'll move on. We'll move on very quickly, and we will jump away from the SFC 1 Central
to the West.
We'll jump to the West, and that was Somerset.
Somerset are doing a thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They got slapped in. They got slapped in week 1, and we went, and then they bounced back. So they lost 35-0 to the Apache in week 1.
Yeah.
And then they bounced back last week with a really good win over South Wales.
And then they carried it on.
Yeah, this week they absolutely gave it to the Stampede.
Yes. It's unfortunate for the Stampede. It's unfortunate because they're in such a. It does seem like they're in a very tough division for a team that's just come up.
Yeah, no, it's not. Not where you want to be coming coming up from Div 2.
No, you want to be able to at least try and have a steady, even playing field. But at the moment, boy, that division does not look friendly to anyone else.
You know what? I said it. Like, I don't care if it's ugly. Gateshead, if you send me a jersey, you put up a burger, I'll wear it.
Oh gosh.
I might even have to do some uniform changes. Yeah, Rachel wants to make sure that we know that it's not just Hereford that earned promotion last season. Somerset also earned promotion from Div 2 last year into Div 1. So
okay, Somerset. So basically, all Somerset would really have to do is beat Bournemouth, and
at the moment that looks pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not having a fun time on the south coast there in Bournemouth.
No,
I mean, I think they've only put up.
They have put up only 8 points.
8 points. Yeah.
They've put up 8 points and conceded 57. So it's
I mean it's Hereford's conceded the most, and that's going to happen.
But Hereford has also scored the third most in the division. So
very true, very true. I mean, at the moment, that division runs through Bristol.
Yes, 100%.
Like, they are well and truly in control of that division. So we'll very briefly talk about the Bristol game, as they did handily deal with Bournemouth. And then such a strong squad in Bournemouth over the last few seasons. Yeah, they were, though. Like, last year, they were pushing for the playoffs. And,
I just remembered.
Yeah, last season they were pushing for the playoffs.
I watched them beat the Blitz.
Yeah, it was three teams made playoffs from each Div 1 division last year, and they were one of the 3. But it's not gone right for them. 38-0 Bristol over Bournemouth. So if we look at sort of the mid/bottom of that division, is for the stream coming up this week, and we've got South Wales versus Bournemouth. So
this should be fun because
I think I'm going to take South Wales.
I'm probably going to take yeah, probably I will actually.
You're scared. Scared money don't make money, Micah. Scared money don't make money.
Very true, but it is what it is, isn't it?
So at this point, that is we got a couple more. One more team to talk about in the SFC East, and that was what looked to be a hell of a game.
It was a great game, but I also found out some information about this game.
All right, talk to me.
It was another clock management situation. Olympian. So obviously, we just so everyone knows, East Kent Mavericks versus London Olympians. East Kent Mavericks won 21-20.
Yes.
So I had a friend that was at the game.
I wondered if you. I think this was the game when they asked if you thought you were going to blitz Kent.
Maybe
meant this one.
Yeah. But from what I was told, clock management bit the London Olympians once again. Bit them in the arse once again. From what I was told is that Olympians actually had the lead with about a minute left to go, under 2 minutes at least, and they were leading, but they decided to keep throwing the ball. From what I was told is that the QB decided to do, instead of giving the RPO, instead of giving the ball to the running back, tried to pass it. Receiver didn't catch it, and Mavericks got the opportunity to get down the field and kick the field goal to win.
Kick the field goal, win the game. Oh,
clock management. And from what I was told is that some of the players were very, very annoyed.
I mean, that's the thing is, right, if that's an RPO call, that's on the QB, because he's making the decision to pull it. And not only is he making the decision to pull it, he's also making the decision to throw it as opposed to run the keeper.
But at the same time, don't give a QB that option. And you won't have this situation of losing a game where you probably could have gone undefeated in your division, but now you've lost to East Kent, making them be the they just run. But hey, everyone decides what they want. Decides what they want to do. It's sort of the same mistakes that happened against the Cheaters last year in the playoff game. We've seen it,
it came the 1 week. It came the 1 week I was trying to mend fences and build bridges. And I picked the Olympians, and they did me wrong. See, I think they did it to spite me. Like I've spent a year and a half talking shit about the Olympians, and then the one time I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll back him. They're like, no, fuck you, Oz.
Yeah, don't back us. Never back us.
We don't want you. We don't want you. So I guess I'll have to reevaluate where I'm going to be looking when it comes to that sort of shit.
But for such a tight game,
right? So at this point in time, right, as we stop for Div 1 and we mend fences and build bridges. Mend bridges, build fences is what I should be doing.
Yeah.
If we look at the first 9 games, you and I are both 8-1 through the first 9 games.
Okay.
No props to the Mavs. Absolutely props to the Mavs.
I just gave you props.
No.
Well, I didn't actually give you props. I downplayed the Olympians more than I gave you.
I didn't speak on it because I didn't go to the game. I didn't really know anything about the game. And you pretty much didn't
got them to get promoted. So I don't need to give you props. I've given you the biggest props already.
At the moment, I understand. For you, the Mavs are doing what you expect them to do.
Yeah.
You had them winning out. You had them. I think you mentioned they were going to go undefeated.
I didn't say that.
Who's beaten them?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, probably yeah.
If you had them going, if you had them getting promoted, like
Mavs went 60 yards in 50 seconds. Apparently, fair.
Yeah, I didn't have any mysterious friend. Yeah, you had a friend to call and tell you about the game. I got no mates. I have none. I have no friends. People do not like me.
I will have to admit, Adam, though, traveling to your ground from where I am is very, very long, and I don't really feel like paying a Frenchman money to cross a bridge or go through the Dartford Tunnel or whatever the tunnel is in London to get over there.
Why are you paying a Frenchman to go through the Dartford?
Because he owns the bridge.
What Frenchman?
I don't know. Someone not in England owns the Dartford crossing or whatever it's called. That you have to go across to get over to the south side of London, to get over to the other side of London. It's
really,
stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. It's it's just long and just.
Bro, you're blowing my mind right now. This is how I know I'm too far north. I don't know. I don't have a clue about any of this. But yes, we're both 8-1 through 9 games. So you haven't caught me. There we go. Dartford Crossing is owned by. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Dartford Crossing is owned by a French company. Martin doesn't care. He wants to know if you've got CTE.
I think I'm good. I never led with my head, and I never really did head-to-head collisions on my shoulders.
So as we go up to the NFC 1, the only other game that we split pick against was it was rained off. So no. The only other game. So don't hear what I'm not saying. The next game we're going to talk about, we split pick. The only other game was rained off.
Okay.
So the next game that we're going to talk about there, we had somebody pop in and thought it was owned by the government. It is the French government. No, I don't know. There we go. Gavin's just said if you park up Lakeside, he'll come pick you up. You don't have to pay the Frenchman. You can just pay Gavin instead. So we are gonna head up to the NFC 1. We're gonna head up to the NFC 1 Midlands. At which point we saw the Leicester Panthers open their season against the Shropshire Revolution. And the Revs, we had somebody. I'm gonna find them. We got the eye emoji. I always enjoy it when these people come out of the woodwork. I've never seen Mark Peacock's name before. Wants to know how about the Revolution lads?
Didn't we bet them to win this week?
You did.
Oh yeah, I did.
There was no we. There was no we. And how about them Revolution lads? They beat the Panthers 45-19.
Hey, they're looking good. That's a very good showing for.
It's a big old scoreline. That is a big old scoreline. So shout out to Shropshire. Leicester obviously demoted from the Prem last year. A little bit of turmoil around the club around that demotion. There was a lot of talk of players coming in, players coming out, because their promotion to the Prem was one of those. Because remember, it was because they were the Leicester Falcons, and then they did the rebranding, and then.
And then two teams dropped out of the Premiership that year. So
and there was the whole Guy Kersey fiasco that happened around it, and it just looks like they are currently going through a little bit of a struggle streak. But the Revs, I think this is, I believe this is Revs post promotion.
Yes. They were in the finals last
year. The
year.
Panthers, former Falcons, did they rebrand? Yes, that is it. They were the Falcons. They are the. And then I should have read this one first. I believe the Revs got promoted. I think they were a Div 2 team last year.
They were. They got obviously ran over by East Kent in the finals.
Right.
Didn't really do much, but they're showing that they have got something for up north this year.
Yeah, mate. Coming from Div 2, playing a team that was in the Prem last year and absolutely trouncing them 45-19, that is big things for the boys from Shropshire. So especially that whole area there's a lot of teams going on. Like, you know, if you've got ballers, you can easily lose them to Birmingham. You can lose them to, like the Tamworth guys up the road and stuff like that. So
it's always going to be difficult to build on a team, but if you can keep your core players around and then get other people added in, it looks like it's great. It looks like they're doing great stuff up there. So
if you say guy's name in the mirror 3 times, an American ringer turns up and kidnaps you in the night. I'll tell you what. So I did not I nearly stumbled over that saying American ringer. I'll say that. That could have been cancellation central very, very quickly. So yes, we put a green in the column there for Micah in the Revolution, and back-to-back L's for Oz as he picks the Olympians and Leicester. We both take an L though.
Yeah, we both definitely lost on this one. I was shocked to see the scoreline.
Mate, this is the one. This is the one that made me go, what?
So we have Sheffield Giants 18, Chester Romans 9.
What happened?
I didn't expect that to actually be the outcome. I was shocked because I remember going to my phone after I was able to charge it, and saw the score. I was like, "Wait, what?" Because I'm sure I was just flabbergasted. I was confused because I didn't understand what I was looking at. But congratulations, Sheffield!
Yeah, big win for Sheffield. Like big old dick swinging win for them because they've had two close losses. They've had 2 7-point losses in week 1 and week 2. So they lost to Humber by 7, and then they lost to in 14-7, and then they lost 31-7, 4-point loss to Scunthorpe. So 2 very, very close losses to bounce back and then put up a big win over a team that a lot of people thought would be fighting for playoffs right now. And the thing is, it's the Brit Ball logic, right? Humber beat Sheffield.
So you'd assume that.
So you'd assume that Chester would beat Sheffield. Humber beat Sheffield. Chester beat Humber. So you're like, cool. Chester beat Sheffield. No. We've got our first little pyramid. We've got our little Brit Ball pyramid. This is when Brit Ball math comes into it. We got our Brit Ball pyramid. We've got Chester beats Humber, beats Sheffield, beats Chester, beats Humber, beats Sheffield, beats Chester.
So it's
It's the Brit Ball paradox. Just because another team beat the team you're playing and you beat that team doesn't mean you're going to win the next one.
No, it's all up for grabs any given Sunday. Oh, that's the first time I've used that, haven't I?
Stop.
Oh, that's the first time I've used that.
Stop.
Bingo card check.
I don't want to hear it.
Check your bingo cards.
And then there was another game in this division that was so we've got our second postponement. Yeah, there we go. Rock, paper, scissors, Brit Ball edition. That's exactly right, Martin. That's exactly what it is. It is rock, paper, scissors, Brit Ball edition. We got our second waterlog game. Rams Warhawks called off to poor weather, so hopefully we'll get a rescheduling of that a little bit further down the line. So that goes in yellow into my little spreadsheet that I've built for us. Oh, hello.
Luigi?
Yeah, it is. How did you know?
I just guessed. It's always Luigi. Always Luigi.
Here he
cat
is.
edition. Here we go.
He's escaped. He is a lot more. He's a lot more. Doesn't enjoy the stream as opposed to Lance. Come on, buddy. I'll put you down so you can stop struggling. He smells food, is what he smells. Actually, doesn't like being on stream. So we've got three games left to go over, and then we can move into the power rankings.
Well, yeah. I guess so.
So this game, currently we have the cat treat box is undefeated. So I don't know whether I need to swap that in because no one knows what the fuck is going on in NFC 1 Scotland, apart from the fact that Inverclyde is just going to pull the pants down of everybody else in their division, apparently. Like it doesn't matter who they're going to play, they're just going to beat the fucking tar off them.
Not sure where that came from, but hey.
So I guess, you know, Inverclyde is the new powerhouse in NFC 1 Scotland.
Unless Clyde Valley do. No, wait. Have they? No, they haven't played Clyde Valley yet.
I don't believe they've played Clyde Valley.
Let's see what happens when them two play.
Well, I mean, Inverclyde put the beat down on Highland. Clyde Valley sort of struggled out of a victory against Highland. So if we're not going to look at the purple rock paper scissors, we're going to do that maths again.
We already know we can't rely on that at the moment. So,
but Inverclyde, we both picked Inverclyde. Well, I didn't pick anybody because I refuse to actually pick games for this division anymore. It's going to go. You can see it behind me there. It's the special box for NFC 1 Scotland for where the picks will come from. I've got my post-its ready for this week. I'm not going to try. I'm not even going to bother trying making an educated guess because I got no fucking clue. But we both get green in the spreadsheet for that game because of the cat box, or at least I get green. You made a pick. Yeah, you made a pick. Right, no, but I said because of the cat box. You didn't pick because of the cat box. I did. You made the pick. Yeah. So we jump on into the Prem then. Prem South.
Solent versus London Blitz.
Close game.
It was a close game, but the outcome was what we expected it to be. Yeah,
18-12. I think Blitz had more of a 6-point gap at one point. They were quite. I think it was like 18-6 or something at one point.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and then Solent got like a touchdown within like the last couple minutes of the game, and then tried for a 2-point conversion and failed.
And then I saw that they marched down and got timed out. Making their way down the field to get the ball back.
Is that a question of clock management again?
Clock management. we're gonna have to get, bro. We're gonna get you with a whiteboard. We're gonna get you with a whiteboard and like a laser pointer, and it's gonna be clock management with Micah.
Just clock management, like
So Gary's mentioned 18 at half time that he believes, and I've just decided to cramp in my left hamstring. So let me just. Because I'm an athlete and I get cramps sitting in a chair.
So, crying out loud. So look, from what we can see, it was expected as what we thought the game was to come up.
So the boss is in Austria at the moment. The boss is in Austria at the moment. And we've talked a lot of shit. Well, I've definitely talked a lot about shit about Steve the past couple of weeks. Peek behind the curtain. Steve's been behind the curtain. Steve has been sitting in the back of the studio, the virtual studio, managing everything, making sure things run correctly while I sat there talking shit about him. And then he pisses off to Austria for work, gets a new job, pisses off to Austria for work, and everything falls apart. The house of cards comes crashing down around us.
It was always going to happen.
And we just proved to Steve that he can't leave.
No, we need him. He needs to stay here.
Steve, nothing works without you. Like, it just doesn't. We are all incompetent. So Dan's just mentioned that Solent got stopped on 4th down. So they were marching, got stopped on 4th down, and then Blitz managed to kneel it out. So maybe not clock management. Not clock management.
Maybe it was just great game by Blitz. Lovely stuff. And
so currently, like I mentioned, Steve makes sure everything runs perfectly. We fucked up, so Tibbs came to save the day. Now, Tibbs wants to be recognised for coming to save the day because I've just gone on a big long monologue about how shit falls apart without Steve, and then we literally see this message pop up in our private chat and says, "Well, guess I'll go fuck myself then."
Oh gosh, everything's happening. No, but
he even set the stream up. There we go. Steve even set the stream up earlier today. You changed it to week 4. This is the week 3
rundown.
Yeah. We don't know what we're doing. Steve, you can't leave us alone. Like, yeah, Tibbs fixed it, but we broke it. Like, he wasn't here to stop us from breaking it. We managed to break it, and then
we had like 23 seconds of a stream, and then it disappeared.
Yeah,
we
don't know what we're doing.
You know what happened next.
We do not know what we're doing.
Who knows? But yeah, that game, expected victory. Solent will have to.
It's closer than I thought, mate.
It was closer than I thought. But again, it is basically a new blitz after all the.
I was going to say, I look at that.
It is a new blitz, so
I look at that more as an indictment on the blitz than I do on Solent. Like, I look at that and I go, well, you only beat Solent by 12, as opposed to looking at Solent and going, hey, well done, you ran the blitz close.
Yeah,
like so.
It's one of those ones, but hey. Congratulations on bits on being 1-1. Solent's now 0-2.
Probably the only time this season they're going to be 500. So shout out to the Blitz.
Yes. So we'll see what happens next, and then we're going to move up to.
Let's go talk about the best team in the country.
Premiership North. Newcastle 21, Manchester Titans 28.
Woo!
Now that sounds like it was I managed to catch the ending of that stream. That's a lie. I caught that the ending of the third quarter of that stream, and it looked like it was a great game. Halftime 14-14. If I'm correct, the Vikings took the lead. Vikings were up there.
I didn't go to this game. I should have. I spoke to multiple people when I was at the Gateshead game. They're like, "You go to the Newcastle game?" And I was like,
"Yeah."
I looked at the sky. It was raining. I was cold.
It cleared out though. It stopped raining. It disappeared.
Mate, I should have gone. I should have gone.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Sounded like it looked like a great game. There was a lot.
Yes,
Steve.
We chant this harder than anybody else. We want to bring back Steve. We didn't want Steve to go to Austria. That scares the crap out of me. Right. It was a foolish move. I did not go. I should have gone. But I managed to avoid any, because I probably would have sat on the Newcastle sideline because that's where the stands are. So it was raining. They have sheltered stands there. So I would have sat on the Newcastle side, and then I would have had to explain myself for having picked Manchester.
Not really. Not really. We haven't seen Newcastle play a good team just as of yet. Really.
No, I don't think that's fair. I think East Kilbride are a good team.
They are a good team.
I don't think they're a great team, and I think Edinburgh is a good team. I don't think they're a great team.
So, I get that.
So but mate, running the national champion 7 point. This reminds me of Bristol, like to a lesser extent, Bristol beating London last year.
Yes. So I did receive a couple messages about this game, and I had to go back. I did have to go back and watch some bits of this game. Great game from what I saw, absolutely fantastic. But there were some things that I heard people were complaining about the refs.
Right.
There was a scrum at one point in the third quarter where one of the Newcastle players, ended up getting injured, where there was no forward progress, but the referees did not blow the whistle when there was nothing going forward. It was just a sort of a, when two sumo wrestlers collide and they just don't go anywhere, they just go sideways.
Just stalled momentum.
Yeah. And what happened also is that Manchester obviously ended up ripping the ball out of the player's hand, and then they ended up getting the fumble, as the referees called it.
Right. Okay. So it should have been blown up as forward.
It should have been blown a lot sooner than it did. Okay. Looking back at the film. But again, not Manchester. They played to the whistle until the referees blew it, and they got the ball back. There's nothing that can be complained about that. So great play by them. Carry on playing. So that's what it is. That's
the thing. You've got to play to the whistle. So
and then there was a second one where the QB said that he got into the end zone. You can see on the stream that he does break that play. He does look like he breaks the plane from the angle that the camera's coming from.
Right.
And obviously didn't get called for a touchdown, got called that he stopped at the 1, and then I guess that it stopped everything there. So again, little things, but again, that's just stuff that happens in football. Unfortunately,
100%.
It happens,
It's
and
interesting.
there's nothing we can go about.
It's interesting about the you mentioned about the refs, because we were told that the reason Gateshead was kicking off at 12 and Manchester was kicking off at 4 is because the ref crew had to make it from Gateshead down out to the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
I spoke to a couple of players at the Gateshead game, and they told me that only one ref from the Gateshead game was going to the Newcastle game. So there was a crew of 6 at the Gateshead game, and only 6? One of them. That's what someone said. I saw 4. I saw 4, but someone said there were 6. But yeah, only one of them was going to the Manchester Newcastle game. But with all of that you've mentioned just there aside, like, shout out to the Vikings, man. Yeah, that is the closest anybody's run Manchester. Like, what was the final last year?
The final last year was let's see if
it was Manchester, London.
Yes.
What was the final score?
I wish that the thing will show it. I think it was something like 35 or 34 to something.
So Martin's right. You can't blame the refs, because there's always going to be human error involved. Always. Yeah. So you need to be able to deal with the fact that is going to happen.
Oh yeah, I'm not blaming the refs. I'm just saying this is what was brought to my attention. So this is just something that.
So they beat the Aztecs 39-19 last year in the semi-final. There we go. 5 refs at Gateshead. One was under supervision as it was his first game. Okay. 39-19 is what they beat the Aztecs by. I don't know what the final was last year. I should know, but I just don't.
I believe it was like 20. I believe it was like 34 to like 20.
The reason I make this point is this is the closest that anybody's run Manchester in years.
Yes.
Like 7-point difference from a team that's newly promoted. Yes, they've had an influx of players come from uni teams and things like that, but it doesn't matter. Manchester has been recruiting well for years.
Yeah.
Like, they have been strongly recruiting, like, and some people would say, not necessarily poaching, but players moving across from other teams in that area to go play for Manchester. And so you're sorry, you go, yeah.
No. And it's true. Like, they're not. I wouldn't say they're poaching. They're not poaching. It's players want to go play somewhere where the culture.
Yeah, it's not active. It's not active poaching. It's more just players making the decision. No, I want to go to Manchester. I want a shot at winning a title, or I want better coaching, or I'm a really good player and I want play time and enjoy football. Like, there's a lot of reasons that people move teams. Shit, some people might have just moved into that area and they're like, well, why am I going to drive an hour to Merseyside or Tamworth or whatever when I can drive 30 minutes to Manchester? Like, all of these things, there we go. 44-27 was the final score of the final.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
This is the closest that a team has run Manchester in years, and they are a freshly promoted team from Div 1.
Yeah.
I am all aboard the Newcastle hype train.
I am. They will probably be the second best team out of the North.
They could. They are the second best.
They are the best.
They are second. I was going to say they could maybe beat the Warriors.
Oh, Hey, we haven't seen the Warriors play yet.
We have not seen the Warriors. We have not seen the Warriors play yet.
Week 4.
Last time Warriors set foot on the field, they lost 44-27.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
To the same team that Newcastle just lost by 7.
Yes, that's very. Manchester have just signed at least 10 players that they have announced on their page. It's not like any other team aren't recruiting either.
No, that's the thing. I'm not like every team's recruiting. That's why I wanted to say, like, it's. I'm not trying to talk down on Manchester's recruiting or anything like that and be like they're poaching players. They're not. Like, every single team is recruiting. Some recruit better, some recruit worse. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is but the point I was trying to make is it's not like Manchester has gotten worse as the years have gone on. They have gotten better. Like, from their first championship run to their second championship run. Obviously, they're now trying to go back to back to back.
The three-peat.
And Newcastle's just run them close by 7. Like, last time London played Manchester, there's a thank you for that, Cat. last time they played London, they beat London 44-27. So,
That is true.
Using Britball math.
Game MVPs for socials for Vikings was played. Okay.
I have not got the Vikings. The pineapple is on.
I needed light. That's it. That's it. There's no special reason.
It's so anticlimactic because you can't actually see the pineapple.
Exactly. So you don't wanted it. There it is. I'll turn it this way as well because it's too bright.
It's
anyway.
so anticlimactic.
But again, it was a close game. The game, I probably will rewatch that game again.
I'm all aboard the Newcastle.
It was kind of interesting. But I'm excited to see what the rematch will look like.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. Especially,
and I will say the truth. I may actually show up in Manchester for that game, so that would be fun. And Oz will join me.
I could be working. I can't commit. I just can't commit to that.
Yeah,
I know. I just like to try to throw you into the deep end real quickly. Don't do that to me, bro. When is the reverse fixture? Reverse fixture, we see.
Let's see. I don't like how this website is so.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Could be a pineapple, could be a kind of exploding star. Yeah, there could be a black hole in Micah's room for all we know. I don't think it's listed. I think it could be further down.
No, it's listed. It is Manchester versus Vikings on the 21st of July.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It looks like it could be a 7th month, a July game because I've only got the games till June on there at the moment. 27th of July. So
21st of July. Don't know who said 21st. Yeah, that's
Dave Ross said 27th. I can't say whether I'm working or not because I don't get my rota 3 months out, so I can't. So, but maybe. I mean, I could probably sell it to the missus. She'd love to go for a day out in Manchester. 21st of July. Oh God, nice orange and green tinge to it. Talking about that pineapple.
I'm turning it off now.
Yeah, don't you got Gateshead on your wall, bro. You got Gateshead.
But yeah.
So for that week, this is the first week that Micah leads in our predictions.
Let's go, boys.
You now obviously we put the washout game as a 1. Worst call was Manx Manx 55 launching himself headfirst to try and put out Vikes wide receiver. Call was massively. Should have been an injection.
Oh,
damn.
That's
fighting words.
Do you know where that is on the stream? And I'll go and watch it later, and then I'll discuss it later on. We can talk about it. Yeah, I was gonna say about it on the story or something. We can definitely find some time to talk about it. But obviously the washout goes as like a draw, so to speak. It will be reviewed at a later point when the game is reviewed. So you went 12 and 2. Okay, I'll take that.
I went 11-3. So I picked Olympians, Panthers, Romans. You picked Saints and Romans.
Yeah.
Did not rely on the box to get his predictions. Micah, that's because Micah claims to know Scottish ball. I would do no such thing.
I try. Yeah.
So for the season so far, I am 36-13.
That means...
You are 31-18.
Ooh, it's close. It's getting closer. I'm getting there.
So yeah, through 49 games played, you're 31-18. I'm 36-13. So you've narrowed the gap a little bit. You missed the fact that we completely fucked the stream without Steve here. We started it, cut it off, started it again, had no idea what the fuck we were talking about, and everybody spent the first 10 minutes
wondering what's
making
going on.
Making fun of us for it. Micah turned the pineapple on. It was the most anticlimactic thing that we've ever put on the rundown.
Very anticlimactic, and I love it. So there's no expectation for it more. Brilliant.
That is the rundown of this. Micah tried to end the world with a nuclear pineapple.
Gosh.
See, that's the thing. Everybody's like,
everyone wants the pineapple.
The pineapple. It was so shit. It was
but
do you want to talk to us about your power rankings? I don't want to bring the graphic up
To be honest, the power rankings this week hasn't really changed, as there were only two Premiership games. With London Blitz just about beating Solent, they will stay at 9. So just to go
Just
off,
about
it is
beating Solent. They
just
did
about
beat
beating.
Solent.
They
did beat
yeah,
them.
they did beat.
So you've got Merseyside at 12, Solent at 11, Tamworth at 10, Blitz at 9, EKP. So obviously Merseyside didn't play, Tamworth didn't play, EKP didn't play.
Yes.
So they don't move. The Blitz beat Solent, but only just. So they stay at 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have So there's not much changes in this week's going into week 4. But
so then we move to you've got Edinburgh at 7. They didn't play this week.
Nope.
Cambridge at 6 again didn't play this week. Hertfordshire
Cheetahs at 5 didn't play this week.
So
Aztecs
the Vikings
at 4 didn't play.
Aztecs at 4.
And the Vikings are thirds, who played the Titans that ran them close
and lost by 7. So I wanted to talk about this.
Yes.
Vikings, you have at 3.
Yes.
You have the Warriors at 2, and they haven't played a game yet.
Yes.
I wanted to know if the fact that the Vikings ran Manchester closer than London has in the past 2 years would result in them moving up to 2.
I see where you're going with that. It's a very good point, and again, it could potentially change. But if I look into it a bit more after the streams,
I'm going to watch back
the game, and I'm going to really see what was actually going on, because again, the week 4 power rankings will get dropped Saturday morning or Sunday morning, depend, because I'm not in the country, so I will drop it as I can. But it could change.
Because that was what I wanted to ask you, because obviously Newcastle's the new team in the Prem this year for the North. Hertfordshire's the new team in the Prem for the South.
Yes.
Both newly promoted teams are sitting at 5 and 3 in your power rankings so far. Newcastle's performance against the Titans is better than anything we've seen from London in 2 years. Yep. I get they lost, but I was like, we haven't seen London play at all this season. Like, can you comfortably sit them at 2 without having seen them play and having Newcastle just run Manchester?
Okay, for me,
you are a bit of a Southern homer.
I am a bit of a Southern homer, but
you've got this rock hard fucking boner for the Blitz secondary that's gone to the Warriors.
Okay, so it's not the Blitz secondary. It was the Blitz defense.
Okay, so the Blitz
defense. We'll leave that. I'll put that to the side. Okay, I'm gonna rewatch that whole the Vikings Manchester game.
Okay.
And then I'll make my real decision, because again, I didn't see how the first half went. I only saw bits and bobs of the second half because I was driving home, so I didn't really I can't really watch the whole stream itself. So again, I will watch that tonight, and then I'll give everyone a rundown. I just
want to make sure. I just want to make sure that the team that's gotten the closest to the national champions,
they will get a fair shot. I will give them a fair run. They will get a fair run, and I'm not going to say that it's not fair, but I will give the right logic to my decision making, and then I'll let everyone know on the story.
So Tony said the EKP played an American college team as a friendly.
Yes, but that did not end. That was not nice. That was not a nice game.
Oh, did they get mollywopped?
I saw that if I'm correct, I saw that the score was like 74-3.
And I was literally just about to make the point that we need to obviously take with a grain of salt when you say college, because there's many levels of college.
Yeah,
like
there's Div 1, Div 2, Div 3.
You've got FBS, FCS, then you're into Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, like Div 2A, JUCO, exactly. HBCUs, like there's a lot of different levels of college. But fuck me, 74-3.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't.
Bro, they took the fucking the War of Independence out.
Yes,
that is 300 years of like just vengeance. Like,
but that's so yeah. Division 3. Damn.
They're sitting there. They're like, look, we left Great Britain for a reason, and we're going to show you why.
Yeah. Damn.
God damn.
Yeah, that's
70.
mental.
I mean, we should not really be putting,
No,
a
because
mid-level Brit ball team up against college teams anyway.
But if they're there, then if they want to play, then
No, mate, shout
go
out.
get the experience.
I mean, what I want to know was it America or was it British rules? Like, it
was definitely it had to be.
Did EKP ask for mercy and the American team was like, there ain't
Americans would have been like,
ain't no mercy rule in college, motherfucker.
What is mercy? What is
ain't
this?
no mercy rule here, boy. I think I take a whooping like a man.
Which let's not even get.
Yeah, we hate them too. We're on the same side. Yeah, we're not English. It's not our fault.
Oh gosh, but
right.
Yeah, that's the run. That's the week 3.
That's the power rankings. All right. So do we get into predictions?
Yes. So
I need to reopen
I
this
got it.
gap. I need to reopen this gap back up against you.
Okay. So we going into week 4. Well, week 4, yeah. Week 4, we have 14 games being played. But we do have a Saturday night football game. And it comes from Division 1 Midlands, Nottingham Caesars versus Leicester Panthers.
Ooh.
At the Caesars. I'm going with the Caesars, so I've already got them.
Are we starting at Div 1? Like what is going on?
They're the Saturday game. So they're the Saturday game. So
yeah, all right. Yeah, no, Caesars, 100% Caesars.
And then let's start on Sunday. So interdivisional match, Division 2, Cornwall Monarchs versus Ouse Valley Eagles.
Whoa, okay. Who is playing where?
They're playing at Cornwall Monarchs.
So Ouse Valley's going to travel to Cornwall.
Yep. They're traveling. So this might be Cornwall's first. Oh shit.
I mean, you need to stop. No, Ouse, 100% Ouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
That is a long way. Like you can't be losing that game.
Yeah, I'm going. Ouse.
Yes, I'm going Simon. Yeah. Shout out Simon. That is a nil, 100%. You can't lose. You cannot lose that game because that is the longest fucking trip back if you do.
Most of Ouse Valley's players are traveling down a day or two before Sunday, so that's fair enough. That's fair.
No refs.
What?
Fuck's sake. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
So coaches are going to ref their own game. Yeah, don't know how that works, but
no officials at this game. So it'll probably be a whole bunch of coaches with D1.
Yep.
Fair enough. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm taking Ouse. I'm taking
Eagles. I'll take Eagles.
But fuck me, you can't lose that Ouse Valley. Like that is a long trip back if you lose.
So
that's a great bus ride back if you win, by the way. But that is not fun if you lose.
It's terrible. We have Division 2 West, Sussex Thunder versus Berkshire Renegades.
No officials, no points. I can just imagine that on pay-per-view. Like Cornwall Monarchs, Ouse Valley Eagles. No officials, no points, no result. No viewers.
Oh God.
Jesus. Right. Okay. Sorry. Berkshire Renegades, Sussex Thunder.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Berkshire.
Hey, welcome. Me too.
Yeah, I'm
taking the Renegades. I'm taking the Renegades.
Okay. Now we have the game that I think we were both waiting for in Division 2. Sandwell Steelers versus Staffordshire Surge. This is tricky.
So this is the game. That we're both waiting for. Okay.
Yeah, this is tricky. But I'm gonna go. I think we're gonna be split on this. I'm going Steelers.
No, we're not split. I'm taking the Steelers. I haven't seen the. We haven't seen the Surge.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I mean, when was the last time we saw the Surge play? It was promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So.
I just, yeah.
Yeah, Steelers. Yeah, Steelers for me.
Yeah, I think I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, oh. What other games are on the docket? Because I got to see if I split this one, can I? Is there other ones that we might split and I can fucking?
I think that there will. There may be ones that we will split, but we will. Yeah. All right. How about we?
Okay. No, yeah, back up. I'm gonna take the Surge.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll take the Surge. I'll take the Surge.
Division. All right. Cool. Division 2 East. Wakefield District Raiders versus Pray for Donny Doncaster Mustangs.
So if this was if the last game was the game that we were both waiting for, this is the game that no one's fucking waiting for.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like this is just like.
And you know what's gonna be? No, what's gonna be crazy? I bet this one will be a high scoring game.
Well, yeah. Rather than pick a winner, we just pick an over under.
Oh god.
Over under 45 total points.
Nah, we gotta pick a winner.
Okay.
Oh god.
As is tradition, I'll let you go first.
Yeah. Hey Raiders. The Oakland Raiders had a good draft. Hopefully you can have a good win. So yeah, let's go Raiders.
Bro, the Oakland Raiders haven't had a draft in like 3 years. It's the Las Vegas Raiders, my man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They moved 3 years ago. Yeah, I'm taking Wakefield as well. I think Donny is a fucking mess. And that's not even talking about their football team. That's just talking about the town. I think the football team is reflective of the town. I think it's a fucking mess. Right. Darlington Steen, Lincolnshire Bombers.
Let's go Bombers.
You taking the Bombers?
Yeah, I'll take the Bombers. You're taking
the Bombers. All right. I'm gonna take the Steam. I'm not feeling it when it comes to Lincolnshire. I think I picked them a couple of weeks ago and I got burned. And I haven't felt good about it since. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Steam.
Fair. Right.
Here we go. And that allows me to, if I lose the Surge one, I think I'll make it back on this one. So
yeah, probably. All right.
There's no hate for NFC 2 East, right? I don't hate NFC. Like I thought Gateshead were good.
No way, they haven't played already.
Yeah, they have played already. That's the other reason I'm taking the Steam. I think they.
What? Why are they playing again already? Whatever.
I think they did a number on them if I remember rightly.
Oh God, how did I forget that?
But it's already locked in. You've taken the Bombers.
Oh, 30-7. No!
Yeah, you took the Bombers, baby! You took the Bombers!
I knew I should have checked. I should have just checked before I even think about that one game.
There's no hate for the NFC 2 East. I just think there are some very, very bad teams in this division. And there's one team with a very bad uniform, like a good team with a bad uniform, and two bad teams. So there's no hate. But thank you for that. Thank you for that. Also, Warwick, thank you for posting this after he'd made his pick.
Damn
no
it.
take.
Right.
It's the same thing I said. Same thing I said to you in Discord. No fucking.
I'm glad I didn't take that back. Otherwise, I would have lost it.
Who were you? What
East
was
Kent.
One?
I was trying to switch from EastNt to Lincoln.
Have you told
you
need to tell the man that you got scared on on a Friday or something? And
hey, I got some information from someone, so I got scared.
Wrong. It was wrong. You got the wrong info.
Yeah, someone was trying to set me up.
Right, South Wales, Bournemouth.
I'm going South Wales.
You're taking the mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Warriors have been so fucking inconsistent this year.
it's a long journey to South Wales. It's
They beat.
always,
This is another one that's going to play the reverse fixture. That like both their games by week 4. They
yeah,
won't see.
it's
They played in week 1, and now they're playing again in week 4.
yeah. I don't really understand why they're playing so quickly. It's so confusing, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm taking the Warriors as well. They
Yeah, I'm
beat
taking
Bournemouth
Warriors.
first time around. Bournemouth have just been absolutely fucking whooped this past week and the week before.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's not going well for Bournemouth, and I think that's going to continue that way.
Yep. Division 1 Central. Rushmore Knights versus London Hornets. Oh, and this game is being streamed on the Sport Tank YouTube page as well.
All right, so we got
Yeah.
this is the other stream, is it? Because we've got the South Wales Bournemouth stream.
And then
All
Rushmore
right,
Knights.
so the other stream is
versus
the
London
Rushmore
Hornets.
Bournemouth. Okay, all right.
I'm going Knights.
I'll
As
take
much
the
as
Knights as well.
yeah, I'm taking Knights. I don't think it's
Absolutely.
it's a question at this moment in time.
I don't think that's I don't think that's contrarian for us to both pick the Knights.
No. All right. We have this Division 1 East. Kent Exiles versus Norwich Devils.
This is the battle. This is the battle for relegation.
Oh God! You know what? I'm going with East. I'm going with Kent Exiles.
This is the eat or be eaten loser. This is when you're playing fucking FIFA with your mates, like as a group of you at someone's house, and you're playing local. Loser gets off.
Yeah.
This is 100% loser gets off. Loser gets out of the division.
Unless they've gotten some new recruits to their team, I don't see Norwich doing anything. I think Kent will probably have enough to.
Yeah, we got the info. A lot of rookies, a lot of young bodies playing for Norwich at the moment. I'm taking the Exiles as well.
Yes. Right.
When
Division 1, Division 1 Midlands. So we've already done the Saturday game, which was one.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Norfolk Knights versus Birmingham Bulls. I'm going Norfolk Knights because they have a lot of Prem players that came from Tamworth. So
you taking North Ends?
Yeah, I'm taking North Ends. Tyler, I'm covering you. Let's go. Hopefully you will not let me down this week. Otherwise, I'll be very annoyed. Let me turn on the flight.
Yeah, I think I'm taking North Ends as well. I do like that. I man's got love for the Knights. So yeah, I'll definitely I'll be right there with you.
Yeah. All right. I need your cat box. So
are we there?
We are at the Division 1 Scottish Glasgow Tigers versus Clyde Valley Blackhawks.
Alrighty, it's that time. It's that time of the night, folks. It is the time when I confess to just not having a fucking clue about Scottish football whatsoever. And after 2 weeks of picking wrong and people getting upset that I picked wrong, I now will no longer be. It's up to fate to decide. I'm no longer going to take a bias. So we've got the 2 post-its here. We've got the Blackhawks. We've got the Tigers. We're going to fold them up. It was not a good idea last week. Pretty sure one of my cats nearly choked because there was a piece of paper on my desk that smelled like cat treats.
Oh God! But before you take your selection, I am going to go Blackhawks.
Oh, you're taking Clyde Valley?
Yeah, I'm going to take Clyde Valley.
All right. Okay. I mean, you're more than welcome to make an informed decision for an educated guess.
I have no decision whatsoever. I have no idea. So
almost the whole Clyde Valley squad was down watching the Inverclyde Tigers game, so they've seen it live. So I guess they know what to expect from Glasgow. So
yeah, I guess so.
But I'm not going to. CVB is the best team sports acronym in sports. Right.
Oh gosh.
We've got them all fucking folded up. Out comes the treat box. Into the treat box they go.
I still can't believe he's doing
I'm about to fucking summon the cats. Yep, there we go. Lancelot's here. Luigi's just turned up.
You know you got to throw them one each here now.
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
All right, bud. This is good content. Here we go. There you go, buddy. Lance. Lance.
Oh, he ran off.
Come on, girl. Good girl.
Oh man.
Hang on, guys. I know this is fucking hell. Luigi's walked all over my keyboard. He's trying to relaunch. Bro, you're gonna fucking cut the stream off. Lance. Lancelot. All right. We have one here, I think. We do. Dun 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 dun.
He's probably gonna have the Glasgow Tigers if I'm gonna probably.
I have no idea what I've got.
Like, it's 50-50 chance, so I can only be right half of the
100%. Here we go. The cat treat box has said Clyde Valley.
Blackhawks, okay.
The Clyde Valley Blackhawks.
Somehow even trying to get away from you. Fate has dragged it back in.
The cat treat box has spoken.
Okay. Now we're back. We're up to the Premiership.
Yeah, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
We have London Warriors playing their first game against Hertfordshire Cheetahs. I'm going Warriors.
Oh yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of love for the Cheetahs, but I just think that this is a different level.
Yeah.
Different level of content. Different level of quality. This is a different level of content. No, a different level of play comes from the London Warriors. So 100% got to back them.
Yeah.
In this one.
And then we have Cambridgeshire Cats versus Solent Thrashers. Cambridgeshire Cats.
I'm taking the Cats as well. Yeah. I'm pretty sure is this a reverse fixture as well? This is one that was already played earlier.
No, they have not. No, Cats have only played Blitzer and Aztecs.
Right, it was Blitz that they beat, and I was like, they beat somebody that, yeah, okay, cool, yeah. I'm definitely taking the Cats over the Thrashers as well. I am sticking to my guns that I think Cambridgeshire does not win a game this season. Solent, so mate, keeping an eye out to stop fucking Luigi walking across, trying to cut my stream off.
And the final game, we have Edinburgh Wolves versus Tamworth Phoenix.
This might be game of the week.
I'm going for the Wolves. From what I'm hearing from ex-players from Tamworth, that a lot of people have left and they've left to go other teams. So I think Wolves will be able to pull out the win against Tamworth.
This could be looking at the docket that we've got. I think between this, North Ants Birmingham,
yep,
Sandwell Staffordshire.
Could all be game of the week.
And then the game that no one wants to see, Cornwall Lewes Valley, Doncaster Wakefield.
Yes.
Right. I'm going with the Wolves. I have had I've always sort of rated them as a squad, as an outfit, and I was quite disappointed to see their initial loss, which I think was to the Vikings.
Yes, it was to the Vikings.
So I was very surprised to see it in the fashion that it was as well. So, but now I get why they lost that one, because the Vikings are fucking great.
Yeah.
Right. Where are you going?
I went Wolves.
Oh, you went Wolves. You went Wolves first.
Yeah,
right.
Wolves,
okay. Sorry.
Wolves
you were talking to old ex-Tamworth players and things like that. Yes. Okay, so we are split. So there we go. Aaron's just mentioned that we can watch. So, guys, if you're not interested in watching Rushmore, London, or South Wales, Bournemouth, Staffordshire will be streaming their game against the Steelers. So, if the other two games on the Sport Tank channel don't tickle your fancy, this should be a banger of a game here between Staffordshire and Sandwell. So, right. We have split on 2 games. Just 2. So I've taken the Surge, you've taken the Steelers. I've taken the Steam, you've taken the Bombers. I've lost you. I can't hear you anymore. Right. That would explain why I can't hear you anymore. I mean, Micah's gone. Micah has left the land of the living. Everything has died. His headphones died. His cameras died. He's just departed completely. I didn't add him in. Let's just take him off for a second. I'll add him back when he's ready. I think Tebs, leave him alone. Don't be doing that to the man. You can't turn his screen on when he's walking away. But this will pretty much cover us off. We have got the so it's if I'm looking at everything, the pineapple has taken over. Are you there? Are you with us, Micah?
I'm back. I am back.
Yeah.
I am back.
Can hear you.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin is proud. Now you're back from outer space.
Oh God.
That's some dumb shit that was.
Yes, it was. That was bad.
I'm sorry for that. I am. I'm just looking at it. So, at the moment, 31-18 play for you, plays 36-13 for me.
Okay.
We're only split on 2 games, so you've got a chance to run me down a little bit.
Yep. And hopefully I do.
But one of those games you've picked, the Bombers. Yeah, the Bombers are going to have to upset the Steam.
So upset. I didn't realize that they already played. I did not realize that they already played, and it's really upsetting me now. I'm surely I should be able to. Surely I should be able to change it.
No.
Surely.
No, you can't. No. We talked about this. No take backsies.
Fine. Yo, Lincolnshire Bombers. You don't need to win. You don't need to.
Yeah, Lincolnshire. You got to step. You got to step it up. You got to help
up your game.
Help your boy out.
Step it up. All right. Otherwise, lost cause.
It's been a highly interrupted, highly amusing.
For sure.
Yeah, for absolute sure. The pineapple has taken over. It's the pineapple. The pineapple is all. Did you get trim, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Looking fresh.
How did you tell that?
I'll see you.
No.
So I got called out, and I got called out by one of my mates. He screenshotted me wearing the Portsmouth jersey. Called me a bandwagoner. But if you put up a burger, if you send me a jersey of yours, I said this early in the stream. If you send me one of your team's jerseys, it can be a fucking shithouse one. It can be one that hasn't been washed. I'll wash it. I don't care. Send me a team's jersey. If you put up a burger, I'll wear it on stream. We'll get some other kits promoted here, but. Otherwise, I'm just going to wear the ones that I have whenever those teams put up burgers, and you're going to have to fucking deal with it. I think. Have you still got your Blitz and O's ones?
I've got my O's training jersey, so
okay.
but I don't have the Blitz one. I think I'd have to look.
Yeah, well, you have to because they're playing Solent this week, so you might have to wear it. No, Cambridge is playing Solent.
Yes, Cambridge.
They literally just beat Solent 18-12. Yes. That's I knew they were playing Solent. They were not putting 50 on them.
No.
I don't think you need to have a look for Blitzky. I don't think they're putting 50 on anybody.
No. So no. But yeah, that's it really.
But the O's already have this season, and they do get to play Norwich again. So.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
But Norwich might have fallen through by then, because if they get whooped by Kent this week.
Yeah, I don't know if they fold, but I think we could possibly see a strategic forfeit against the O's.
Because that's a long way to travel just to get beaten. So...
Yeah.
Oh, Norwich! Hold up, Norwich is traveling to Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything can happen, but hey, it's not looking favourable.
No, it's not looking great for them. But I think we'll probably call it there. We have been the rundown. This has been week 3. We have labelled it as week 4. But I suppose we'll talk about week 4 coming. But this has been the week 3 rundown, where we've gone over what was, what is, and what shall be.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think I've stolen that from a TV show somewhere.
Probably
100%.
But
100%. 100%. No, I think it's Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure it's fucking Lord of the Rings. It's Galadriel when she gets her mirror out, and he's like, "What will I see?" And she's like, "What was, what is, and what is to become." Yeah. But anywho, I'm Oz.
I'm Micah.
We are the Rundown, and we will catch you here same time next week, hopefully with less production value issues, because Steve will be back to right the ship.
Yes, he will.